it's drapery time, so of course I have to hem these draperies because I can never find draperies that are the correct length. So I only have 2 panels, so it shouldn't be that bad. I went to the store today and picked up a sheet of this plywood. It's just the really thin plywood, and I cut it down to 6-inch pieces, and I will be doing some kind of stain on these and applying them to one of my daughter's walls. So I've sanded all of these, so now I'm just going to stain them, and I think it's going to be, I've been messing around with some of these, but I think it's going to be, actually I tried 2 different methods and it looks exactly the same. So I think this might be one of the colors. I think we might go with doing 2 or 3 different colors so the planks are varied, but that's up to my daughter. So I'll figure that out and then I will get to staining. My boards have all been cut, and I did some sample stains to give my daughter some options of what she'd like in her room, and I will show you what she chose. And these are the colors that she chose. These are some like medium grays. We're gonna do these 2 different colors and alternate them. I'm doing this out of 1 piece of plywood. It probably would have been much easier just to do 2, but I didn't want to buy another sheet just for like 1 strip of wood. So you have to do some math, but I had to figure out what my cuts were. Oh, here I'll show you. I drew the wall, and these are the planks, and I figured out which ones are going to be dark, which ones are going to be light, and I had to make them all end where there's a stud. So that determined the size of my boards. And this just shows like all the pinks are cut from 1 piece, and those 2 are cut from 1 piece. So these are my really 7 different boards, and which ones are going to be dark, which ones are going to be light. And there actually is 1 board that I have to do half and half. So half could be dark, half can be light. So we will hopefully not mess this up, because I don't want to go out and have to buy more wood. Well, I watered down my paint. It's a really good consistency, but I forgot I need to add just a little bit of my darker paint. I'm not sure how much darker paint we need. So, we'll see. Okay. Okay. Just this in. And okay, it is slightly darker than this one, which is what I'm going for, because she did like this one that was a little bit darker, and that seems pretty darn close. So I'm gonna go with this, and I'm gonna apply it like a stain. I'm not sure if I should just brush it on and then wipe it off. I am just gonna do it like you do a regular stain, and just dip that in my cloth, and then wipe it off, and see how that goes. this one is. I'm running out of places on my wood here. Yep, that's gonna be the color I need. The nice thing about this method is that it dries really, really fast. So now I'm just gonna go over them with basically a paper bag, and it smooths them out really, really, really well. I'm gonna start cutting down my planks to the exact size I need, and then we'll head upstairs and start putting them on the wall. Camera died, but I've just continued to plug along and get these panels put in. Well, I only got part of the way through this wall. I'm not sure what happened. I don't know if it was the weather. I had been working outside the whole day and we were getting a cold front, so the weather was gradually changing. I'm not sure if that contributed, but as I was going on, my boards were starting to warp. So, not the ones on the wall, those were fine, but I noticed that as I was picking up ones to bring inside, they were starting to bend a bit. So, here, I don't know if you could see. Yeah, it's kind of bowed. So that's just, no, not gonna do well. Yeah, you know, look at all that wiggle room. So I stopped, and I put the rest of the planks that I had in a pile inside and just on top of each other, with weight on top of it. So the long boards seem okay. They seemed a little bowed, but they flattened out. This was the shortest one, and this just is, it's not going to work. But what I have done is I've ordered a little adhesive to put on the back of these boards between where the studs are, because where the studs are, it's fine. I can put nails and it will hold, but the areas where in between the studs, I just want a little bit of extra, like some adhesive to just make sure that there is no problems with bowing. And, well, since I used one board and I made sure I used it very wisely, I don't have really spare materials, so I do have to go out and buy more materials. But I also decided to take it a little bit farther up the wall, so I would have had to buy more anyways. But this is as far as I got this week. Unfortunately, I was hoping to get the whole wall planked, but I need to go get more material, and I had to special order the glue dots that I wanted to use, so I have to wait till those come in. So that's it for this week then. I'm pretty much stuck until I get more materials, but I'll see you next week, and hopefully I've moved on to doing something else and maybe finishing this whole. We'll see. See you next time. Bye-bye. That's a hawk. Oh dear. That hawk is just very loud outside.
That it is.